Welcome to this Fusion version 18 video tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to be covering a feature called Import Room Layout. And what the Import Room Layout does, it allows you to import either a DXF or DWG AutoCAD drawing file as a reference to plot your walls within a design. I have a new design created. I haven't added any walls into it. And what I'm going to do is go to the File menu and we'll find our Import Room Layout option. Upon selecting that, we need to navigate to where our DWG reference file or DXF reference file is. Select it, select Open, and we'll be presented with a basic CAD drawing window. There's different things that we can do inside this window. We are presented with layers that have been saved in the CAD drawing. We can clear all of those. It clears our drawing space and just select the particular layers that we are interested in. These buttons at the top here, the first one is a zoom to fit. Essentially it just zooms the extent of the drawing to fill the area of the drawing space. The second option allows us to zoom in on a particular region, and the other two will allow us to zoom further in or zoom further out. The hand icon is to pan the drawing either left or right, up or down, and the other two options allows us to select particular entities or deselect an entity within a drawing. If I choose the select entity option and just drag around this door and the wall, you'll see they become dashed lines, and if I was to click next, only those particular entities will be selected. Selecting the other button will just unselect those particular entities in the drawing. Now with this particular drawing file, if I click next and finish, we have the whole room brought into view, which isn't really what we require. We are only interested in the kitchen area for this particular example. So I'm going to go back to my Import Room Layout option, select the file again, and zoom extents. I'll zoom further into this kitchen area and then use my Select Entities option. Unfortunately, dimensions do not appear within the design. We'll leave the annotations on for now. They won't import into the design either. I'll click next. We'll see that this is the area that we are interested in, and upon clicking finish, that area is now displayed on our screen. If we, however, do not see this imported layout, we can go to our Open View palette and we'll see the option to show imported room layout. If this is unchecked, just check it, and that room layout that we've imported will now appear. Now with adding walls into this design, Fusion will recognize the snap points of just the walls. So we'll select our wall that we are going to be adding, set the room height, and I know that the wall thicknesses in this particular drawing are 230. I'm going to use my Polyade item tool, and I'll start in this top corner. Clicking as close to that corner as possible, you'll see that it snaps into the area, and all I need to do is drag from point A to point B and just continue to the various snap points in the design. And you can see that this speeds up the time of adding in walls, especially with complex designs. Now, adding in the doors and windows is a slightly different matter. Unfortunately, the snap items do not work with the doors and windows, so we cannot select our single pen item tool and hopefully snap from one point to another. You'll see that I know that this door's dimension is 870, and the closest I can get to it, is about 875. What we can do is just use the drag and drop feature, place it into the walls close to where we know it needs to be as possible. Set the length of 870, and 651.2 is the distance that is currently sitting from the left-hand side of the wall, as if we're facing it. I just need to type in my measurement of 650, set the hand into the correct orientation according to the plan, and we'll click OK. Same with this door over here. We'll place it as close to the area as possible. 870 is the correct one. 200 from the right hand side. It just needs to be outer opening, left hinged, and we'll just select OK. And we can follow the same procedure with the windows by getting as close to the point as possible, typing our dimensions, and setting our distance left and distance right. I'll just need to add these last two windows at the base here. Kind of get a guesstimate that's about 1500 and 1250 from the right hand side, and we'll place this one over there. Left hand side also 12500, 1500 in the length, 1250 from there, and we'll click OK. And there we can see we've added a room layout based off an architectural drawing, and it will be accurate and quick and easy.